Today's video is not just about reptiles, and in fact, it's not even happening here in the reptile room. Yep, we're taking a little trip today.
I want to come to this one.
Oh, you're gonna come today?
Yeah.
Okay, jump on in. You know if Tara's coming, that it's gotta be more than just scaly things. Am I right?
Way more than just scaly things. Did you forget something?
No.
Why are we home?
Oh, well, because I actually have to do an update from the reptile room today, so we're not going anywhere. You wanna come do an update with me?
Wait, you tricked me into going somewhere and I'm not going anywhere?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, come with me, I got a lot to tell you. Wow, what a incredibly unnecessarily long intro, huh? There was actually a whole nother plan, but we had to kind of pivot last minute. Which is great because there's 2 new animals in the reptile room and a whole thing to update everyone on and what we're doing in here and why. First things first, we have a new tarantula named Barbie. I was checking my buddy Dale's facility where he builds enclosures and everything really rad, and ran into Nate from Micro Wilderness and had a bunch of tarantulas that he breeds down there and literally just gifted me one. And who's to say no to a free tarantula? You just can't do it. I brought her home and even got Tara to hold her, and her name is Barbie. She is an Arizona blonde tarantula and is very docile, very sweet, but also very active. She's like, out of the tarantulas I have, she's probably the most fun to watch moving around. Second new animal I got. Maybe you guessed this if you saw the last couple of videos, or if you followed me on Insta, I teased it. How was I gonna go to Black Pearl Reptiles and not end up with an indigo or a crebo? As I was editing the footage, I just kept looking at the indigos and the crebos, and I just felt something inside, like I needed to get another snake. So I reached out to John. He hooked me up with a beautiful female Texas indigo, which I will show you in 1 second. But that leads me to the bigger change for the reptile room as a whole, and that is my new focus. So when I got back into the hobby, I was kind of picking and choosing different animals that I just thought were really cool or that I had always been interested in and hadn't kept before, which was awesome. I mean, I wound up with some really, really amazing animals. But then I met Mike Anthony and got my Japanese king rat snake, saw his big adults. A few weeks later, I went over to John's and got to see and hang out with all these beautiful big indigos and crebos, and I really came to the conclusion that I want to focus on big colubrids. Big colubrids that might not be as represented in the hobby, that are intelligent, aware, and fun to handle and work with. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I may rehome some animals, but to be honest, I'm pretty tied to the animals I have and I love them. All that to say, I feel very compelled to work with more colubrids. I think some of them are very underrated. Like the Texas Indigos, for example. Everyone talks about the Easterns, but the Texas Indigos are amazing and very little difference with the Easterns, although the Easterns are still awesome. I'm not saying they're not. And you have some incredibly beautiful species like the red phase blacktail crebos, which again, dream species to get in here. That's the update for now. I know you want me to shut up so I can show you the new Texas Indigo that I got, so please hold. Here she is. Look how sweet she is. She is such a good girl. She's a red phase Texas Indigo, so she's got a little bit more of that red on her face like the Easterns, but she is gorgeous. She's got a great temperament so far. I haven't even had a chance to work with her that much, but as you can see, she is chill. She's not getting defensive. She's not shaking her tail at me. She's got some nice long tongue flicks. Did not think I'd be getting into indigos anytime soon. And I've named her, surprisingly. Her name is Rosalind, after Rosalind Franklin, the scientist who helped discover DNA. Thought that was fitting for a species that's so smart. And I'm kind of glad that everything else fell through, because I was really excited to show off this little girl and how cool she is. She's just the freaking coolest. Look how cool she is, so pretty. And in the right light, she's nice and iridescent as well, which everyone loves. You can see how calm and docile she is. She's not flighty, she's super calm, curious, inquisitive. But that is Rosalind, so I'm gonna put her away and let her chill. I literally have so much fun handling this snake and the king rat. I could spend hours just hanging out with them. But we should probably wrap up this video, so let me go ahead and put her back in her enclosure for now. And that's that. I will also be at Pomona at the end of the month, which is gonna be super fun. If you were there and see me, definitely come say what's up. I will be hanging out with Trenton and the Apex crew a ton. along with Zach over at Scalez Reptiles and floating around filming who knows what. So come say hi if you're there, and that's it. It's gonna be, we have a lot of fun stuff coming. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for listening to the update. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe below if you haven't already, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.